Hey, what's up, everybody? Andrew from Fantasy Aid here to give you the first edition of Tap the Wire for the 2017 season. I'm going to look at some waiver wire guys that you should be considering picked up in your leagues. Obviously, the criteria for it is 50% and under, so let's just jump right in. The first guy we got is Pablo Sandoval, the Red Sox third baseman. And when you think of people, especially, it's the first week, it's really hard to say, is this guy just hitting well the first week, or is this going to be something consistent? And Sandoval best reflects that. He's entered 2017 hitting well, and he worked hard in the offseason. And of course, the biggest question for Sandoval is this just a hard start or a decent season? But when you look at it, with the lineup he's in, the ballpark he's in, he should be more than 35% owned. Unless your team's stacked, I'm sure you can find some room for Sandoval. Even if he busts, that's okay. But with the lineup and the ballpark and what he's done in the past, I think you need to pick up Sandoval. We got number 2, and that's a reliever, Matt Bush. There's already only a few games played so far in the 2017 season, and we've got rumblings of a closer change in the Lone Star State. Jayson has given up runs in both of his outings so far. And, of course, in the offseason, I already pegged Bush to finish the season as a closer. I just didn't expect it to come this quickly. Again, he's not the closer right now, but there are talks. You hear the whispers. And Bush has the stuff to be a closer. He's got great fastball. He usually has a low whip. And he's almost a must-add at this point. And if Jayson gives up a run or two more in the next few games, I think Bush will probably become the most added player on Yahoo. So if you need to, jump that gun before the announcement's made, pick up Bush in your leagues. And then number 3, Manuel Margot, the San Diego Padres outfielder. He's 34% owned right now. And he was a hot topic in the offseason, but it seemed like the Padres were leaning him sent back to the minors. Well, they didn't, and he's an interesting power-speed combo. He hit 2 home runs yesterday, April 7th. And, of course, his calling card is not home runs, but he can hit some. And even though the Padres lineup isn't great, it's really hard to find guys that will give you steals and some other categories. And Margot is one of those guys, and that's why you should pick him up, especially if you're hurting so much for stolen bases. A great roto guy, in my opinion, so head out to the wire for him. Then number 4, Amir Garret, Reds starting pitcher. Garret made his Major League debut yesterday, April 7th, against the St. Louis Cardinals, and he definitely made the most of it. He pitched 6 shutout innings while only giving up 2 hits. He had a really great fastball. There was almost no hard contact against him in the 6 innings he pitched. And, of course, the biggest question is if Garret is Rio, can he follow this up in his next start, which he plays Pittsburgh on the 12th next week. But the post-apocalyptic world, that is starting pitching so far, taking a flyer on Garret can't hurt. Obviously, shower leagues, you don't look at him, but deep 12-team leagues, 14-team leagues, he's worth an eye, just in case this is something he can do going forward. Again, not great ballpark, Great American Ballpark, but he's definitely worth monitoring, especially because of how low he's owned right now. And then number 5 is Jayson Werth, the Nationals outfielder. Only 11% owned, and first of all, let's just get the obvious out of the way. Werth is 38 years old, and he batted .244 last year. And if you just looked at those two numbers, you would just avoid Werth. But he did score 84 runs and hit 21 bombs last year. And it's not just about how he started the season; it's about what the Nationals lineup looks like. Harper, Turner, Eaton, Rendon, the list goes on. If you're in that lineup, no matter what you do, you're going to score a lot of runs, get some RBIs. If Werth can bat .260, he will provide you with enough counting stats to be a contributor in your lineup. Obviously, age, injury factor, but if he gets injured, it's no problem to drop him because you're just taking a flyer on him. But I do think Werth should be owned in more than 11% of leagues right now. If you want to hit me up on Twitter with any questions, you can tweet me at FantasyAbe1, or of course you can email me at fantasyabe1@gmail.com. This was the first Tap the Wire of the season. I look forward to the many more weeks of it. So just go out and enjoy some baseball. For Fantasy Aid, I'm Andrew, and thanks for watching.